I feel her sobbing. She has quietly isolated each soul-soaking tear in the silent quakes of her body, rocking in darkness, crying inside. I sense a lot is wrong in her world. I mean, there's a lot of crying. Quiet and isolated against the hard concrete, she acts like she's the tough one, a statue of suffering. But she is not coarse, not solid, not stoic. She's homeless, and I am her home. The cold, quiet comfort, the rock and the hard place, the tarmac, blacktop, asphaltic last lap, the racetrack of humanity. I am the streets. All I can do is feel you. A billion souls on separate paths. I feel your wrath through sadly silent sobbing spasms. In a sentence, life or death. I feel her struggle for breath as she contemplates one of the universe's greatest debates of destiny or fate. Hellfire or golden gate. Suicide shall I aside? Live or die? In this December weather, I am colder than rolled steel. I offer nothing but a rough night, a roll of the dice, another skeleton. Sally doesn't want to return to the light. The midnight rape is suffocating her. And who'd believe a junkie in a 6-month-old nightgown that hasn't been washed in just as long, since the shelter where she met Walter on a cot. One night of warmth is all that she thought, a shower and a meal, maybe they'd let her stay. But sweet dreams swiftly wrought as decadence becomes decay. She acts it out in her mind like a play. Maybe she's addicted to drama. Drambuie and dramazepine, amphetamines. Walter watched her, waited till the rest of the staff slept, then crept eerily close, whispered that he wanted her, and took off his clothes. Sally shudders. The thunder of memory sparks an eternal storm. Since quitting hooking, sex isn't Sally's norm, but a pro always knows how to fake it. God, make it end quick. He came as he left, with the same silence and a whimper. A final threat of violence is something small and shiny shimmered. She left early next morning, mourning her dying faith. She left her pimp to be free, but there was no place in my cartography that is ever safe. Hiding, 6 months, slumped in an alley. Sally sees shadows of death, no peaks, no valleys. The kicking started 16 hours after this afternoon's charred scraps, pushing her organs, stretching the skin. She can't relax. I feel her sobbing, with nowhere to turn, just flat, black asphalt. Inside she is hot, new life like an inferno, and her abdomen burns, her heart is ablaze. I mean, how do you raise a baby when you've never been raised? She finds room in her weary spirit, shushes herself as she prays the final prayer. God appears vacant, but I am always beneath you, reeking in the air. I feel her twitching with grief, begging for an answer like only the damned can. There is a pain so deep in this world, only the tortured will ever understand. Sally is waiting. I'm watching. How long will it take you mortals to take a stand? I feel her sobbing. Please, if you're there, God, would you show me your plan? And all I have to give her are roadmaps.